Anything that's hurting is surrounded by some love right now. Loosen the grip, let yourself slip, free falling into it. Let it all go. There's nothing to hold. Free falling into it. Free fall. Free fall. Feel the weight of today slowly melting away. Even the sun goes down. Even the sun goes down. Doesn't need to be held right now. Anything that's hurting is surrounded by some love right now. Loosen today, let yourself slip, free falling into it. Let it all go. There's nothing to hold. Free falling into it. Free fall. Free fall. You'll always be there. You'll always be. You'll always be loved. Nothing is lost. It disappears. So free fall. Free fall. Hi, you guys. Welcome, welcome. All right. Oh, I love that. Welcome in to WCIA Network. Between that music and this photo, it's so calming and it feels so good. And it is hump day. Welcome on in, you guys. Nice to see everybody coming on in nice and early. Like I always say, let's do it again like yesterday. Thumbs up on your way in. And subscribe if you have not, because many a times I switch the times like I did tonight by 15 minutes, but it was not that bad. Hi, Muffin Top, anyone who knows, my wonderful mod. Hi, Mary C. Tonight's is going to be a really important live, like always. Hi, Sherry. Justice coming soon. Welcome in. Peggy, are you new? Just became a member. Thank you, Peggy Lincoln. Woo-hoo. just became a member. Thank you very much. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Love the new listeners. It's what makes this job all meaningful, right? Hi, Crystal, my amazing subscribers and members. Hi, Boston. Hello, hello. Yeah, hi, Dorothy. Hello, everyone. I think you're new as well. Welcome. I love the new listeners. You guys spreading this in for Trailer Trash Barbie. Welcome back. Spreading this information is the reason I am here. Vanessa, hi. Colleen, Rumple Long here. Yeah, the reason we're all here, Mary C., I always don't remember what I say. Soul Jules, welcome. I believe you're pretty new as well. Welcome to WCIA. Yes, welcome you guys. Subscribe, be members, thumbs up, all that good stuff. So, I know that my front page has everything to do with Tennessee Eastman Chemical Plant. Now, I wanted to just bring this to everyone's attention before I start my live. I think that this is something that is worth mentioning, and to put this up there as far as an article that I need to post. And the reason being is because back 2021, when I first started my little investigative, psychic, whatever you want to call it, thing, if I don't even have words for it, you guys can't have words for it, right? I kept circling back around to Eastman Chemical Plant. And it wasn't just, I know nothing about them, right? Nothing. Other than I kept finding myself back at an image that was popping up for myself. And it was a big, tall tower. And I kept showing these towers. I'm like, I see a tower. I see a ladder. I see these people up on top of a tower. And thanks to my subscribers and members that were tuning in back then, they're like, it looks like you're showing us Eastman chemical plant area. I was showing a water area, ponds, a lake, a river, the backside of it. And this plant, which I didn't know what it was showing up all the way in the back of my photos. And I don't know about Tennessee, right? And I still don't know about this group, but it's just worth putting out there to show this article. Whatever that means, I don't know. But I do know that because I had it in my readings and because I kept showing photos of behind this chemical plant, and I was showing photos not because it was on Eastman Chemicals information, it was in YouTube creators' videos. So for those that are new, I do readings, and I give my images through photos that I pick up through YouTube creators, and it's got nothing to do with the YouTube creators directly. I just happen to use their channel to get images that best to my ability will show you what I see in my third eye. So as I'm even talking right now, what I see in my third eye, as I close my eyes and I see it, is to the far distance, to the north southwest side of my vision would be this plant with these smokestacks. And then in the back of it is this water. And then there's smudgy water, like gook, total gook, and grass, and then it goes to trees, and it's just a big mess. And I have photos that I tried to pull up that show what I see, and I saw skeletons and dead people and all this crazy freaking shit, right? And that's what I saw. And someone's like, that's the back of Eastman Chemical Plant. I'm like, I don't know what that is, but this is what I see. I see the tower. And that was 2 years ago. And this article was written January 20th, 2021. And I didn't know any of this, obviously. And I just read through it, and I just found it interesting. I just put it out there for just as a way for you guys to look at this information, as this is stuff that's factual, allegedly factual information that's brought through the news. And it says that they do see, and this was just months after Summer Moon Wells went missing, that the cartel had something to do with this situation at Eastman Chemical Plant. And it talks about criminal organizations insert themselves as middlemen between tappers and manufacturers who process and export the resin in the derivatives such as Eastman. And this is all about, and when I see certain words as sap, the sap from trees, and derivatives from plants, and brought to Mexico, and this is what I've been talking about, because when I say I see these children for decades have tapped old growth pine trees for sap, and that is right here. Now, I don't know anything about this area right here. Yeah. Have robbed and exploited individuals who for decades have tapped old growth pine trees for sap. And when I see something like that, it brings me really quite right to what I see happening with these children. The children that are taken, I do see that it's done for the sake of the resurrection and for doing whatever they're doing to make this, in their philosophy, in what they believe to be true. And we're not here to judge anybody. A world that is stronger and better, more fruitful. And it seems as if I have to pull my information has to be pulled from what I have shown you guys through my third eye and this, because what I was telling you through my third eye has to do with placing this kind of body parts or whatever they're doing with this and creating this particular, I call it gook. I call it the white gook, like the mesh-like stuff, which could be sap. And there's some sort of direct relationship to what I'm saying and me telling you that I saw and I see, as I'm speaking right now, I see it in the back of this place. And I really had to bring this up and show this page by page, so on your own time, because I don't really sit here and really read this stuff. But it does show you that there's a direct relationship to what I'm saying and what they're printing here in black and white. It's something to think about, you know, and it's cartel linked and it's very deep. It goes through Mexico. And this isn't my kind of a conversation to speak about this group. So what I am telling you is I see this. I have seen this for a long time. And it's part of my conversation here. It's part of what I speak about. These kids are covered in this thick sap. And they, according to Summer Moon Wells, as I have said it before, and these words come from her, she's in the leaves. And I can't even make that shit up, because what would that make sense to me, saying she's in the leaves? She's in the bamboo sticks. But there is something to be said about what I'm doing here and what's being uncovered right now on the YouTube creators' channels. Some of these YouTube creators are in complete fucked up situation, don't know what to do with themselves. They don't even know what to talk about. So they're talking about things that we've discussed 2.5 years ago, like, oh my God, did you see that picture of Summer with, what do you think she has on her? Is that bruise on her face? Oh, come on, you YouTube creators. We've been looking at bruises on her face way before they even said Summer Moon Wells on YouTube. You've been looking at pictures of Summer Moon with no clothes on since the day we heard Summer Moon Wells was missing. Question: why is it that this information is being repeated? They don't want you to look at the evidence placed in front of you. They're going to keep your minds occupied talking about nothingness. Nothingness. Wow, what do you think about that? I don't know. Well, you know why? Because 2.5 years later, you've got a whole bunch of new people coming on board, and they want you to basically eat the chili that they're cooking over there. Drink the Kool-Aid that they're serving. Don't do it. Don't do it. I think there must be some sort of statistics of who's new or who, YouTube. Most people on YouTube that started with Summer Moon Wells, June 15th, is gone. I'm not gone. I'm probably the biggest pain in their ass and the most annoying thing on YouTube to these creators, because I haven't disappeared. I'm not disappearing. I'm staying right here. And I'm going to keep saying the same thing that I have been saying since the moment I met Summer Moon Wells. So be very careful who you listen to, and listen to the people that are trying to create drama over again. Same drama. The only difference is they have a different audience. Different audience. Do your homework. I have almost 800 videos on the homework you could watch. I'm going to bring you back to one of the very first videos tonight to show you, basically, think for yourself. Yeah, do I work on on a different planet? I do. Do I get my information through spirit? Absolutely, I do. Do I follow my intuition? 110% I do. We all have that within ourselves. I'm no one different. I'm not different than any one of you listening to my channel right now. I'm no different. I'm no better. I'm no different. We're all born with it. I've been given the opportunity to listen and to trust myself through the Summer Moon Wells case, through Summer Moon. And it's not that easy. It's really not that easy to sit back and be like, oh yeah, I see these kids are being chopped up, and they are. When I repeat it out loud and say it on the channel, it sounds so stupid. Because you say, well, if that's really happening, I would think that the law enforcement would have done something about it. You think? They might be doing stuff about it that we don't know about. We could give them that. But they're not doing anything that we know about. Right? Summer Moon Wells hasn't been found, but Summer Moon Wells is just that. She is Summer Moon Wells' missing children. Summer Moon Wells is the face of thousands of children. This face that you see in front of you represents thousands of children with no name. They have been sacrificed for the sake of the resurrection. Has gone through torture, has gone through all of the things that I have discussed in almost 800 videos. And I don't know if it's ever going to be busted up because it's a billion-dollar industry. When I started this, I did not know that's what I was getting into. I'm like, oh, I've got all this information. I'm going to bust this shit right open. I see it. I've got her story, blah, blah, blah. The deeper I went, the deeper I saw this was. It's very deep. And the only way that these children are going to get their justice by looking into the eyes of this child that is looking at you is by listening to their story, understanding what to look for so you see what they have gone through, listening to the elements that have been repeated over and over and over throughout every video I have done since day one. None of the elements have changed. They haven't changed in shape, form, color, nothing. For 2.5 years, that is what's bringing these kids justice. By them knowing people are listening and learning how to spot these people, how to acknowledge that this is going on, how to look at their story and say, you know what? That's a pedophile. That's a sacrifice. That's a sacrifice. That's not just a photo with, an upside down whatever. I've seen that before. I've seen that in WCIA Network's 800 videos from 800,000 different videos. That's how they get justice. We're not going to know if anyone's thrown in jail. We're not going to know what happens to anybody. That's not what we do here. That's not our business. We're not the law enforcement, and we're not here to tell them how to do their job. I stopped doing that. I did that in the beginning. I'm done. Because I realized that's not where my strengths should go. It's not where it should go. It needs to go to bringing these children justice by telling and speaking their story. And that's what I do here. This child here is the face of many. Do not get suckered into anyone's discussions other than these elements that are placed in front of you. When I look at the videos, they're not just elements that look like the other elements. Oh no. They're complete TV set, like it's like a set on a movie screen. This queen bee that I'm watching now, it's like I'm watching a movie set that is set specifically for the victims. And do you want to know how I know that I'm correct? I get my answers through elements. I get photos that are shown to me to say, you're spot on. I am right here with you, and I am here to guide you through this lady's videos. I trust it. I trust what is being shown to me. Because what's shown is what has been shown to me since day one. And it's shown over and over. In this Queen Bee's video, in the little corner, there's your hat, there's your horse, and you have your number 5. Now, when I tell you that hat that's just hanging right there, that is not her hat. And that horse in the back that's sitting against like a teepee, I know what I'm looking at. And damn, I'm not going to question myself. That is a staple hat. Don Wells hangs it in his bathroom. I see it in many places that I need to see it to give me affirmation. Shows up. This woman's videos shows information as if I am copying and pasting it from the Wells videos. You could look back at any of the videos that brings you to the swimming hole, tunnels, the divers. This here may look very foreign to most of you, but this is a cookie cutter. Now, they may put this in the video, I don't know, 2 years back when Summer went missing, thinking no one's going to know what this is. Oh, we know what that is here. Because I have dozens of these. I am not going to stop showing it, you guys. And I don't think they have any other cookie cutters to show other than the ones I've already selected. So you guys all have a freaking problem. Yeah, guess what? The people that are going to go, we're supposed to go on people's panels, they're going to start canceling. They're going to start canceling because they know that I am right up their ass. Just watch. Watch how these people look at this shit, because you may not know what this looks like, but let me tell you something. The ones doing this have to be freaking out. Because these aren't bullshit photos. These are not bullshit photos. These are real photos of people being put through real harm. Doesn't have to make sense to you. You know why? Because I'm giving you the story. And to the people that are doing this, yeah, take a real good hard look at what I'm showing. Because I have your story. I know it. I'm telling it. I'm able to tell it because the children, the victims, are on the other side telling it to me. You bet your freaking guests are going to start running away from you. They're not going to want to show their faces. Really? Take a look at what I'm showing. It will come crumbling down. Because this stuff that's being shown in this Queen Bee's video is no different. This stuff in her video is no different than when I showed you Trisha's video from the underground world. This is exactly what I showed you. These windows are exactly what I showed you. You bet your ass it is. Because these are the doors and the windows that lead to hell. These are the doors and the underground world that you all are trying to keep so secretive, but yet you are so sloppy at what you're doing that the spirit is coming right through because they are way brighter than you are. This shit is going to come crumbling down. All of this shit that you guys are doing is being exposed. I don't need to wait for any law enforcement to expose it. I'm exposing it. I don't need anyone to tell me I'm right or wrong. I don't need anyone to come here and be like, oh, yes, ma'am. Wow. We see that. I don't need anyone to come tell me that. Because I've seen this shit already for 2.5 years. I'm going to be doing my pendulum rumble after this presentation. What you're looking at on the right-hand side is nothing more than what I was showing you from Trish from the beginning. See this stuff? Look at the hands. Look at the fingers. Those are different age kids' hands being placed together. These hands, I am telling you, don't belong to one person. These hands, take a look at them. Now, take a look at Trisha's hands. There is a child's hand on top of her hand. Now, this isn't the first time I'm showing this, but now there's more of an impact because I showed this 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I didn't have 700,000 more photos that show hands on top of hands like I do now. Hands on top of hands, fingers from children with adult fingers is a huge part of the pieces that they take from these kids. That's a huge part of the trophies. So when I show you this new Queen Bee's hands, and I show you what I got from Trish 2 years ago, there's no difference. No difference. These sick-ass people, I know their sick-ass story, and I'm going to keep telling it. Because all I need the people to know is the ones doing this, I've got you covered, goddammit. It's all I need. You should be fearful of talking about the things you're talking about. You should think twice about showing it on your YouTube creators channels. You should really think about it when you have the panel of people coming up and talking about complete asinine, ridiculous freaking conversation. Talk about this. Oh, no, 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 you won't. You want to know why you won't? Because this is the truth. And the truth will hurt you. The children don't need you to be placed in prison. They need you to stand up. They don't need you. I shouldn't even use that word. They would like for you to stand up and be the one to tell the truth, to be the one to be like, holy shit. Yeah, I've seen this done. I've seen this done to the children. This isn't about this girl. I don't want one thing talked about her on my channel because this is not about her. It's about all these faces that pop up in her video just like this. That's not her. That's not Trish. So don't think for a moment we're talking about her because we're not. This is where I got the video that looks like Andrew and Cher. This is the one that Andrew and Cher's face comes out of. This is a very powerful video. Right after this video, her channel was gone. Gone. So this isn't about her. I don't want to know anything about her. I don't care because it's not about her. Because everything I do and say here falls under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. It's all for the children. It's also the children get justice. It's the stories that are underneath the videos. I see Andrew Hilt. I always see Andrew Hilt in her videos. I always have. I always will. Does it mean that that's the Andrew Hilt we know? No. It means that there's a character just like Andrew Hilt that's involved. Trisha is someone from way back, just married. Trisha is someone who had a channel way in the beginning. She doesn't have a channel anymore. But her channel, I have lots of information on her channel, and it gave me incredible gifts of information. She was a creator at a different time. And she gave me the best information that I could get that will show images of the underground in these boxes. And these are what the boxes look like. It's underground. So when I say this is all underground, it's underground, it's under the railroad, it's, underground, the tunnels and all that stuff. I think you exit it through certain people's homes. And her information shows it the best. Yeah, that's who she is, sweetie. Okay, so these are photos that are under Trish. And as you could see, these are like heads coming out of the wall, right? And and then I downloaded most of her information before she was, I don't know, she removed herself. I have no idea. But to this day, this shows the best information that I could show you as far as this underground area that's beneath the homes, beneath underground. That's all I know is underground. See, that's the number 5 box. And the photos, the faces change. So I always say it's not about the creator as much as this is all about the victims being recognized as victims and them getting justice by us pointing out that this is for the resurrection. And I thought that today and tonight was the best time to re-show these, because I feel like it's time. There's a shift going on with YouTube creators. There's a sense of I feel like a sense of stillness, but maybe not complete stillness, like not really quite sure where to go from here kind of a thing. But I could bet my bottom booty that this is where the children go. These are rooms back here. And when I sent this into TBI, I thought, like, this was in the beginning where I was like, you know, this is going to be busted open. The cops are going to go in there and bust this open. What was I thinking? I don't know that channel. Sorry, Marie. And welcome in, Marie. But nothing was done. But that's a room all the way to the left. That's a room. And there's nothing different here than what we've been looking at. And I will show you the video. I will show you where I got this information, but I felt spiritually that it was time to bring this up again and to show you how the faces beneath the faces are the victims. They're coming through. They're popping through. And these are rooms underneath, and how this wasn't taken seriously, I don't understand. Because this should have been something that should have, maybe they busted it open and, you know, we just don't know about it. But you've seen this. You've seen that white thing on the back of her shoulder, behind her shoulder there. These are all images that haven't changed. Same place, same thing, nothing has shifted. And this is really something to look at and recognize that she was supposed to be sitting in a closet just talking. And this is what showed up. And this was in videos. This is before anyone was even looking at videos. Like when I videotaped this video, I was doing it differently. I was doing it differently. I didn't realize there was a better way of doing it. But that hand, the way it looks like a big glove, it's the same. The neck looks like it's fake neck. It's too thin. What I'm trying to tell you guys is this situation 2.5 years ago in this video is the same situation that I'm showing you beneath the deep fake in the videos today. This video just showed it super clearly. All this shit. Because the way that this was placed wasn't placed very well. Because the whole entire video had nothing to do with where she was underground. Nothing. But this shows that she is peeping out of a hole in the wall. This is what I was telling during this video. Crawling out from the hole in the wall. See? And then there's another hole in the wall over her shoulder. Let me brighten this up so you could see the square. Those are holes in the wall that she's coming out of. Holes in the wall. And this here are victims' faces beneath the deep fake, which I call Trisha's face. And they are underground. And why am I showing this tonight? Because this is front and center information right now. That's all I know. That this is not just important today, but it's going to be important tomorrow. That's what I know. So if anyone tries to bullshit you with shit, you're going to remember this. This is how they do it. Just like this. This is how it's done. This reminds me right here. All I hear is her hand still up? This hand movement is very popular. These are different faces. This is what I'm talking about, you guys. This stuff happens down under. These are victims that have probably been beneath this for a very long time. A lot of these faces look very familiar. And some of them are laughing, some of them are having fun, some of them think it's a joke, some of them are victims, and some of them aren't. I mean, if you think clearly that this is supposed to be one face, far from it. But this is the story of the victims, you guys. Understand that I am showing you the story of the victims. I'm showing you the hands that are placed within these stories. These are the fingers and the different hands and sacrifices and trophies that are being shown as clear as I could get them. This is very clear. There's certain information within this video that if you think about it too long, it's actual make you want to throw up. Like for your brain to comprehend this photo and that these fingers here match up to the queen bee that I showed you yesterday, the ones that are hiding back there, those fingers. If you could let yourself comprehend just for the moment that there's a child's hand in there, maybe 3 hands, you'll understand that this isn't normal. And this is what should be talked about instead of repeating over and over a story and photos about Summer in a fucking bathing suit. Like, get over it. Especially for the creators that have been there as long as I have. They're not like, I get maybe new creators coming on in and they don't know what's going on, but seriously? The creators that have been here as long as I have, they know who this is. They know that this shouldn't be in her video. They know that a hole in the wall like this is serious shit. What about that is something that you shouldn't be talking about? What about this is something that wouldn't trump talking about Summer in no bathing suit? Nothing. There's nothing about this photo that shouldn't be talked about. All of this should be talked about. Every element in Summer Moon's case shows up here. She is sticking out of a wall. This picture here, she is holding an element. It's coming together, you guys. And either people get on board or they don't have to. But if you don't get on board and you're a creator that's going to continuously talk about complete dumbass shit so others can put deep fake or the truth under your deep fake, I'm going to call you out on it. That's what I do. And that's what I do best. One year ago, let me play this. One year ago, this video was played. 1 year ago. 2 years ago, probably. And it says, Summerwell's missing children say, TBI, go get us. We are right here. Please come dig and help us home. Now, TBI, it's your turn to go bring us home and let justice sing. Please, we are waiting for you. That was told March 12th, 2022. March 12th. This is the video that I played. This is the straight video. See all the clips down here? So back then, I did the same thing as I'm doing now. I want you to look at what shows up in the video when you play it live. Take screenshots, and you're going to see for yourself as you view this live video. So this is live footage from her. Take screenshots. Look at her hand. So look behind her, back here. This is where the hole winds up in the wall, back here. So that's a head. So most likely the people that are the guilty party, this has to make them sweat when this shit's played. Because there are other people beneath her, which are called victims. And as I click, and you guys could do this, if you go back to any of my old videos, I have the footage of many videos sitting in there. Look. Look at the white mask. See the rim of her face? This is when the videos were super good, because I think in the beginning, so look at her face. It's like a fake face. Look at the side of her neck. Look at her body. Take a screenshot. Look what's going on here. This is what the queen bee looks like. This. Queen bee has all this fake shit on also. That's the number 5 box. That. So look all the way to the corner. Wait. Okay, so look all the way. I'm going to take a screenshot. This shows you the child in the box. It's always in the smallest of the smallest. Look at the little box. Take a screenshot. So this is the stuff that I showed TBI, right? For all I know, they did go digging, and that's why she's no longer on YouTube. I don't know. But this is video. That shows to me the closest to the truth. See this? That's a serious picture. Those to me are the rooms. It's always nice to see the video. See the different people in there? The only way you get different faces is if someone's putting the faces inside. This is where I see Andrew Hilt's face. Right there. That's what I see. Right here. How freaking freaky is that? See, look at that. That's what I see. Andrew Hilt's face. Right here. See? I mean, that's not Trish. And this is why I said to the authorities, I'm like, you got to look at this video. I mean, it shows faces. And I see Andrew Hilt. Let me get to the chat. Let me see what you guys see. You guys see what I'm saying? You see Andrew Hilt too, right? I'm going to have chat off while I'm doing this because it's the only... I don't know how to get it. I want to keep this big. Look at this. You got to look down here, the smaller one as well as the big one. All different people. See? Now, look at that. That's funny. So that tells me when I see, and back then I didn't know that, when I see white screen, that means that there's something really good under that white screen. So when I'm doing this, you guys have no idea how nauseated I am. Like, my psychic side is just really completely nauseous. Like, I know what I'm looking at. These are victims, and their torsos. I mean, I'm not going to get into how disgusting, how horrific this is, but what I can tell you is I'm physically ill, because these are heads and faces of victims, and I feel that. Like, I literally am literally completely nauseated. These are victims. Oh, oh, and that is live. You tell me that that's not Sharon Andrew in this fucking video. You guys, you just saw me do that live, right? What? So this is what I'm talking about. That's them. Who else could that be? Oh my God. So I'm sorry, but you're seeing this live. Right? You see it. That is crystal clear. I would like for you guys to all take a screenshot and do something with it. I don't know what, but they don't belong in here. They don't belong in this video. I mean, this is Trisha's video, and these people are underground. I'm going to keep going. They're underground. Wouldn't that be funny if that's... Look. Oh my God. That has to be Andrew Hilt. And share. Look at all the hands. See how now she's coming from underground? You see this under here? See these hands? I mean, you guys could come to the conclusions yourself. You're seeing it live. I don't have to tell you what to believe. Like, who's that? Is it Rosemary Bly? So this is a different angle to this hand now. Oh my God, Sheer, it looks so much like her. Look at this. Oh my God, look at that face. See, that's the picture I have up front that I just showed you. Now you see it coming straight from video. It's nauseating. Absolutely nauseating. Look at this. This is how it's done. This is called deep fake. What you're looking at is deep fake, and how particular information is layered beneath, and I call the truth is what's on the bottom, and I call the deep fake is what's layered on top. So this is the underground right here. This is the darkness in which everything happens. These are the walls in which I believe Summer Moon Wells went and taken. Because there's no other reason I would be seeing this or have this video still. So these are victims. They each have a number 5 box. This is a way in and a way out. These are the way ins and way out that I tell you guys about. You've got to go through several different entrances or whatever it is to get there. I'm almost terrified that of what face is going to pop up, because I haven't done this with this video like this, because the way I did it before, I didn't do it like this. I don't know how I did it, but I didn't get all this information. Like, this has got to show particular faces. My God. Look at that. It's not Trish. Ooh, I feel a Michael Vaughn. I feel a male. Look at the smaller one here. See that? So I mean, I don't understand how this wouldn't be looked at normally. Like the TBI and the FBI definitely have equipment to pull this shit apart. So I'm just going through this video with you guys. Yeah. Absolutely nauseating. See, if you look at the smaller window, the smaller window is what shows what's between. Once in a while, I'll get it on the big screen, but it's the smaller little window on the bottom that really shows you the story. Like if I just go across, you see it. See the two different faces in there? That's where the story lies a little clearer. So it shows you the victim. See? And, you know, when I say to someone, I see the victim that lies beneath the deep fake, this is what I'm looking at. This here is a victim. Right there. It's not Trish. That's what lies beneath her. And this is a child. Look at the see how tall she is? Look at the bottom. Look at the bottom. She's shorter. See? That's a child size. So however you want to slice and dice it, that's what's in there. They're children. Right there. Right there. Take a picture. It's right there. That's what's there. I don't know how much more I could take of this. I'm kind of don't feel great. That's what happens. It's really nauseating. But look at these. See that, you guys? Look at over here. That's what I showed you before in a picture. And this is what I do, and it's really these videos from Ugh. This is one filled with a lot of information. I don't feel good, you guys. This is really difficult. This one is filled with a shitload of information. Right here, what's on her head, this whole photo. This dark place is filled with blood, murder, sickness, children, you name it, it is in here. I feel it in my throat. I feel it in the pit of my stomach. And they couldn't have shown this any clearer of what's going on than they're showing right here. This might as well be Summer Moon Wells. This thing right here. Each victim. Oh, look at that. I'm like so scared to see what's in there. Each victim has one of these mattresses. Ugh. You guys. See, you guys are watching this, and then those that feel it spiritually, it should be making you pretty sick to your stomach. Because this is horrible. I haven't looked back at this in so long. So look at the bottom by my cursor. That's where you get great information. Now this is a great photo here too. So I know that there's a really damn good reason to be showing this tonight. I think that this shit's gonna make a difference. There's just so much information that is going to be thrown your way in the next couple weeks that you have to try to stay centered and know what's important, and know that we're here for a reason, and it's to bring justice to the children. We're not here for any other reason. We're definitely not here to discuss everyone's drama or rediscuss the bathing suit. That's not why we're here. It's kind of just remember where we're all from and where we came from, and we've come very far in over 2 years. And when information is shown over and over and over, and it's the same creators over and over and over, there's a reason for it. I haven't changed where I'm getting my information. This is a big message. All this is telling me is stay consistent, Lori. Stay within the ones that you're watching. These guys shouldn't be in this video. But what I also do know is that this one right here, this picture right here, will consistently remind me that there are victims in this video. I've seen those things on the children's heads. I've seen all these. I've shown this to you guys in Michael Vaughn's vigil. This is information that is being shown over and over on my channel. Just listen to the things that are going to bring justice to the kids. Don't get into the drama. Be very particular and understand and look to see who's on whose panels. Notice the panels. Notice the creators that are on the panels. A lot of you may not know, but they didn't get along for 2 years. They bank on the fact that it's all new people. I will do my pendulum when I come on next time. I think I need to go take a shower and rinse this all off of me because it's very heavy. It's very heavy. It's very heavy for me to, I know this is for entertainment purposes. I know I have a job here. And, but you also have to understand that my inner self feels it on many levels. And it's sometimes it's very difficult. It's very nauseating. This is the one I wanted to show you guys. Yeah, this is I'm putting this up and then I have to be done because this one is making me ill. Right in here. On that note, you guys, don't forget salt. I know. Oof. Okay. I'm calling it quits. You guys, thank you all so much for being here and welcome in new members and subscribers. Thank you for becoming a member, my new members, and to my current members and subscribers. Again, I can't be doing this without you. I just couldn't be. And this is what it's all about. All of the Summer Moon Wells children that are pushing their story through. Thank you, Muffin Top. Thank you all for being here. God bless you all. Have a great rest of your wonderful night or morning. I will be back soon, you guys. Good night, y'all.